So,
crack the. Yeah.
total IT experience, you're not in IT, right?
No, no, no.
You're not in IT. And
Yes.
okay. And tell me, and you're planning to start as a cloud data engineer,
Switch.
Yes,
correct?
okay. We are live.
Okay. So I'll take your question. Give me 2 minutes. I'll take your question. Okay. So I think we can start from here. So guys, I'll start with my introduction. So as most of you know, my name is Aaradhy Singh. I'm the part of industry since last 2 decades. And I started my career with the Indian Air Force as a rookie pilot from Pune location, but because of certain situation, I couldn't continue and joined a Malaysian company name was PC3 SDN Berhad. Was for a long time I was the part of the company and then started working with SCL Technology Limited. From SCL, I moved to Microsoft, Microsoft Skype, Accenture, and ENY. So these are my some of the company where I worked. As I told you in beginning, I'm the part of industry since last 2 decades. I'm working on Microsoft Azure cloud computing since last 11 years. I'm the person who is providing this type of training and certification when in Pan India, hardly there was a 5 to 10 trainers were available. Since then, I'm providing this type of training and certification. So after every 2 month or you can say alternate month, I'm starting a new batch. So total 6 batches I'm delivering in a 1 year. And this course or this program is called the Azure Master Program. Now question is why this is called the Master Program? So first, nowadays, if lots see for cloud, then if you're from digital marketing background, if you're from sales background, maybe if you have completed your BTech or MCA from any of the stream, then you are qualified for this course. Or you can plan your career towards the IT industry. In IT industry in India, directly or indirectly, 1.4 crore people are working. Again, repeating around 50 to 60 lakh people are technical, others are non-technical. So industry is very big. If I'm talking about the salaries, whatever the salary companies are paying is a very good, but it depends on the multiple parameter. The parameter is one parameter is your educational qualification. Nowadays, it doesn't matter too much. Hmm. Earlier, yes, it was a big factor, but nowadays it's not a big factor. Like now, earlier, like 10, 20 years ago, industry was not giving the priority to distance learning candidate. But nowadays, anyone who is from the distance learning background also, they are getting very good salary, holding very good position. So it doesn't matter whether you're from distance learning or you're from regular. If you're from IIT or you're from UPTU or you're from any other university, if you have the degree, the companies will welcome you. This is point number one. The second is you will get the preference or you'll get a better position, better salary, or your things will be very easy if your skill set is diversified. For example, usually I said I recommend everyone to learn multiple things. Why multiple things? Cloud is or industry is just like the book. If you know one chapter of the book, so it means your knowledge would be very much limited. For you, survival in industry would be very difficult, very difficult. So hence, I suggest everyone to learn multiple chapter of the book. Whenever I'm talking about the multiple chapter means Microsoft is offering multiple services, multiple technologies in cloud they're offering. At least couple of the services you must learn so that easily you can think, easily you can design, and easily you can implement in case of requirement. If you're planning to be the part of support team, over there, maybe one chapter of the book is okay, so sufficient. But in case you are planning to be the part of core engineering sector, then things are not so easy. Theoretically, things are very easy, but in real-time situation, practically, things would be very much difficult. Like, okay, now this program is called the Azure Master Program with the Triple Fusion. Now, question is, what is Triple Fusion? In this course, we are covering architecting, and I'm the only one person in Pan India who is covering the architecting in live session. Second is administration, and the third is development. So if anyone who is from non-IT background also very easily they can learn all these region, I'll start from very beginning. Like what is cloud? From here, I'll start up to advanced level. So 90% time I'm practically implementing and 10% time use case study and architecture designing. It means it's a pure practical based program where you will get opportunity to practically implement, and in live session you can design the architecture also. So why the master program is useful for the candidate? One is this is the demand of industry. Second is here you will learn multiple service. You're not going to learn one, two, or three service. You will get a opportunity to learn 30 to 40 services. So it will give you a next level of the confidence. Plus here your skill set will be very much diversified. The region we are going to cover the infra services, will cover the PaaS services, will cover the SaaS services. Mean all the three type of services will cover. I'll ask a question here. Pooja, you completed your data engineering course, right?
Yes, yes.
What is cloud? And what's the difference between cloud and Azure?
Uh, Azure is a part of service in the cloud. Cloud is a space where we can store
So
everything.
cloud is not a space stream. That's why in beginning I told you why I had this question. So first, cloud is not a space, and if you know indirectly or theoretically, if you're saying so, maybe Azure can be a space. Azure is a product. Okay. So now cloud. What is cloud? Cloud is just a concept. Cloud is just a concept, and if I'm talking about Azure, AWS, or GCP, these are the cloud-based product from different providers or different vendors. Okay, so the problem is nowadays in current situation, almost everyone want to take a shortcut, and in industry for a long time, anyone, I mean, if you in case you are planning to survive for the long time, shortcut will not work. Okay, so here after this course, you will get your skill set will be developed. Why? The region we are learning, you will get opportunity to learn networking services. Now, question is maybe you'd say, I'm not interested toward the networking. I'm not interested toward the infrastructure. So here, networking means anyone can learn, or it is mandatory for it is recommendation and mandatory for from Microsoft to learn the networking, to learn the infrastructure. The region, maybe suppose Pooja is working with the TCS. Suppose you are working with the customer, maybe is Coca-Cola. If there's a customer requirement from the Coca-Cola, how you will decide whether you should go with the infra service or you should go with the PaaS service or you should go with the SaaS service. If you don't know, uh, okay. So another example, suppose uh, suppose there's a foreigner speaking a language. If you don't know the language, which language exactly he's trying to speak, how you will identify whether the person is speaking English, Malay, Mandarin, or French, German, Italian, or Spanish. So it means you must have the skill set so that you can easily understand which language he is using to speak. So why I'm saying here, we are covering multiple type of services so that easily you can manage or easily you can survive in industry. If customer is asking for the infra services, if you have the hands-on experience, if you have learned everything, then easily you'd be able to manage. Similarly, we will cover the development part also. So in some of the cases, you have to provide your solution on top of the infrastructure. In other cases, you have to provide your solution on top of the PaaS services or SaaS services. So here, this course will help you to keep updated. Here, you will get opportunity to increase your network opportunity. It will make you better cloud proficient. It will increase your problem solving skill, collaboration with the other technical and non-technical stakeholder. And there are lots of other advantages like skill development, industry. This is demand of industry. Nowadays, industry is not looking for the professional. Industry is looking for the robot. This is another fact. If you learn A, the industry will ask for the B. If you learn A and B, the industry will ask for the C. This is another fact, guys. So in this course, you will get opportunity to learn infra services, PaaS services, as well as the SaaS services. And this is only one program where you'll get opportunity to learn all these three. That's why in beginning I told you doesn't matter from which background you are. If you're working as a SQL developer, you're working on Power BI, you're working on .NET, PHP, Python, Java, Oracle, SQL, PSQL, MySQL, or maybe you're working as a in support program. You are in non-IT background. When maybe you are working, you're from IT background, but on non-IT support role, admin, DBA, network engineer, manager, or any other also can. Even a person who is already working as an architect, they're also learning it. Region, maybe you are the architect, you are the application architect, or you are the data architect. But in real-time situation, whenever you'll get opportunity to work in cloud computing, you must have very good understanding of the as PaaS and SaaS services. And these three will be covered in the same course. That's why this is called the Azure Master Program. Now again, I'll take a pause for a few seconds. If you have any question, please unmute and ask your question. No. So cloud computing. So whenever I'm asking this question, what is cloud computing? Different people have different opinion. But the fact is, and most of the people saying cloud is just like the space. Cloud is just like the storage. Cloud is a technology, is a software, hardware, or something else. But the fact is, cloud is not a technology, it's not a software, it's not a space, it's not hardware, it's not a data center. Then question is, what is cloud? Cloud is nothing, just a concept. As per the concept of cloud computing, what cloud providers are doing, cloud providers are delivering their computing services over the internet. And this is not, it's not new. Here I'm talking about the public cloud computing. So public cloud computing is not, public cloud computing is new. But if I'm talking about the cloud computing, is available in industries since very long time. So guys, cloud computing is just concept. As per the concept of cloud computing, cloud providers are delivering their computing services over the internet directly. Clear? Now question is, what is Azure? What is AWS or GCP? Google GCP. So Azure, Google GCP, or these are the cloud-based services. These are cloud-based, or you can say these are the product from different providers. So Azure is the product, cloud-based product, GCP, Oracle, the other public cloud computing product from different vendors or different providers. Now, any question? So there's okay, Vishnu Pawar, infra IT on web. So cloud is not infra IT on web. If you're planning to provide your data on web, application on web, IoT on web, data science on web, or anything, infra networking, everything you can provide. So it is about providing your solution on top of the internet. That's why here in beginning I have written, it is about to delivering your computing services over the internet. So in industry, earlier the private cloud was available. Private cloud was available since very long time. But nowadays, here we are talking about the public cloud computing. So in public cloud computing, whatever the feature, whatever the services, or whatever the tools and technologies were offered by industry, same is available in public cloud computing also. So here, journey of cloud. So, and one more thing, guys, anyone who is from Delhi NCR location here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I tell you one thing. As of now, Bangalore is called as the IT city, right? And Government of India is promoting Noida as a data center city. Data center city is Noida. Why? I'll show you. Noida data centers. Let's check the news. As of now, India's biggest data center is in Noida. Okay, so almost every month you'll get a news like including Oracle, Microsoft, Google, AWS, Yota, Adani Group, Hirandandani Group, Reliance Jio, Waveworks, JLL, and many other companies, CFI, Airtel, all these companies are trying to, even Entity also, Entity, uh, CFI data center, you see here, CFI data center 3 weeks ago. And then data center inaugurated. CFI data center, GSD, STT, GDS, GDC, okay. 10-acre plot to Adani for the data center. Microsoft. Okay. So there are lots of data center. Those are already operational and these are data centers in Noida location, guys. So government of India is promoting Noida as a data center city. And in next 5 years, there'll be 500,000 new opportunity in Noida location. And these people will work in cloud computing. And here people, some of the members will work, some of the engineers will work in public cloud, others will work on the hybrid cloud or maybe private cloud. But all the three type of clouds companies are going to offer, they already have started. So Noida is going to be a data center city in near future. Even last year, there was announced by UP government that in next 3 year in Noida location, there will be 2.5 lakhs opportunity in data center. It's a direct opportunity. I'm not talking about the indirect. So direct opportunity. Okay. So guys, now question is journey of cloud computing. How exactly it came into the picture? So the public cloud computing journey started from 1991. In 1991, the public internet was launched. There's a scientist, computer scientist, name was Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee and his team and committee was working on public internet as well as the browser. So in 1991, public internet and browser, these two came in the picture. In India, the public internet was launched on 15th August 1995 by a company named was VSNL. How many of you know the company name is VSNL? It's not BSNL, it's a VSNL. Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited. It was Tata company. So Tata was the company. They started the public internet in India on 15th August 1995. After launching of public internet in India, it became very popular. People, education institutions, industry started realizing that going forward in future, everything will be available online. Means on top of the internet, on top of the internet. And this sentiment was first realized by a company named was Amazon. Amazon realized this concept very first, and in 2006, Amazon launched its own version of public cloud computing. And because of the offering 100%, whatever the opportunity was coming from the market, it was going with the AWS only. So AWS was the first public cloud computing provider in market. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So AWS was the first public cloud computing provider and they captured 100% of the market share. Now question is why 100% market share? The reason they were the first public cloud provider. Market के अंदर कोई competition ही नहीं था. That's why whatever the opportunity was coming, it was going with the AWS only. Microsoft also realized that they are too late now. So in 2010, after 4 years, what Microsoft did, Microsoft launched the beta version, means immature version of the public cloud computing. That time it was called the Windows Azure. Nowadays, what we are learning is not a Windows Azure, it's a Microsoft Azure. So Windows Azure is already retired by Microsoft. Means in next 4 to 5 years, Microsoft retired the Windows Azure. Now we have the better version of the public cloud available from Microsoft is Microsoft Azure. So Windows Azure was launched by Microsoft in 2010 and it was beta version. Later on, it was renamed as the Microsoft Azure. So it means AWS started the matured version in 2006 and they started the beta version in 2010. And again, after 4 years, in 2014, again, Microsoft did they changed the brand name and rebranded it with the Microsoft Azure and relaunched it. So it means total delay, if you say total 8 years. Actually, sir, they started in 2010, means after 4 years. But the actual product came into the picture in 2014. The actual battle between Microsoft and AWS started from 2014. On paper, it started from 2010. Means if anyone is going to ask when exactly AWS was launched, AWS was launched in 2006 and Azure 2010. But Azure was not doing so good in first 4 years. It was not market for the Azure was very bad. But when Satya Nadella became the CEO of the company, Satya is also from same background, cloud background. So Microsoft did partnership with thousands of companies. As of now, worldwide, more than 1,400 partners are working with the Microsoft. Okay, they hired lots of professionals from different companies. Partnership, offering services, and because of other features, What they did earlier, Microsoft was supporting only Windows. But in from 2014, Microsoft announced that they're going to support everything. Means whether it's a Oracle or it's Microsoft product or non Microsoft product, Windows or Linux, they will offer everything. So because of the changes in their strategy, because of the partnership, because of the hirings, the exact battle started from 2014. Earlier, almost 100% market share were inclined with the AWS, almost 100%. But nowadays, there's a huge competition between these two companies. So as of now, in current situation, there are lots of providers available in market like Microsoft, AWS, Google GCP, IBM Cloud, Oracle, Fujitsu, Alibaba, VMware, and many more companies. But the main competition is between these two companies. One is the Microsoft Azure, and the second is Amazon AWS. So whenever I'm giving this statement that these two are the key players, so normally people are asking which one is better. Anyone? Biswajit, Ghosh, Pooja, Praveen, Prerna, Satish, Vishnu. Which one is better? Microsoft Azure or AWS is better?
The Microsoft Azure.
Azure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So normally a person who is more inclined with the Windows ecosystem or they like Microsoft more, they are recommending that Microsoft or they are claiming that Microsoft is better. But there's no single parameter available on the basis of which you can judge which one is better. 50% people would say Microsoft Azure is better. Others would say AWS is better. And if I say independent, I would say both are really ultimate. If you are planning to go with the Microsoft Azure or you're planning to go with the AWS, you'll get the same thing. Means whatever is available or whatever is offered by Microsoft, same is offered by AWS also. For AWS engineer, they are saying, normally they are saying AWS is very good. Similarly, Azure or Microsoft engineers, they are recommending to go with the Microsoft Azure. But the fact is both are really ultimate. Whatever you'll get in Microsoft Azure, same is available in AWS. So similarly, if you're going to learn Microsoft Azure, for you, AWS will be very easy, very easy. The reason 95% things are common. Interface would be different, but whatever is running in backend concept, everything is common. Only the difference is interface. So in current situation, first, we are not the judge. We are not the judge. If I'm talking about the independents, I would say both are really ultimate. And if I'm talking about the industry, in same organization, you'll get opportunity. You can get opportunity to work on multiple cloud. For example, TCS. So TCS is working on Google Cloud. They are working on Oracle Cloud. They are working on Alibaba. They are working on Azure as well as the AWS. Means all the IT companies are working on multiple cloud. Maybe one project is running on Azure, second project is running on AWS, third is running on Google GCP. This is also possible. So guys, so in real time situation, if someone is asking which one is better, you can say all are ultimate. At least these two are the ultimate one. I'm not talking about the Google GCP. The reason Google never thought to launch the public cloud. Actually, Google started GCP for the intent to support the internal product like Google, Gmail, or Google is offering hundreds of products. So they start YouTube. So they started to support their platform or their services. But later on, they changed their strategy. They announced that okay, we are not going to utilize the cloud or GCP only for the internal purpose. We'll sell to the end users also, to the customer also. So here, if I'm looking for the cheapest one is the Google GCP. And in case you're looking for the technology, then you have to go within these two. You can select either Microsoft Azure or you can select to go with the AWS. Now question is, which one is better? So there's no single parameter to define which one is better, but I have created some metrics. Based on these metrics, you guys can decide. For example, if you're planning to provide a PaaS-based solution, suppose you're not planning to get a machine, you're not planning to get, you don't want to go with the network level of support, then directly on top of the browser, you can develop and deploy your application. So this type of solutions are called the PaaS-based solutions. In PaaS-based solutions, Microsoft is leading. Windows infrastructure-wise, Microsoft is leading. SaaS services-wise, Microsoft is leading. Revenue-wise, they're growing better than AWS. Yearly growth-wise, they are faster than AWS. Number of services offered. So Microsoft is offering more number of services compared to AWS. Windows security wise is a much mature compared to the AWS. So these are some of the segments where Microsoft is leading. If I'm talking about the AWS, so Linux infrastructure wise, they have the better market share. I'm not saying they are better or good or bad. They have the better market share. The region AWS were available in, I mean, Linux was available in AWS since very early. Since 2006, it was available. While Linux came in, Microsoft launched the Linux in Microsoft Azure in 2014. So here you'll get more customer compared to Azure for Linux. Market share wise, earlier AWS was holding 100% of market share, but nowadays almost every year AWS is losing its market base. So in current situation, around 30%, 30 to 32% share AWS is holding, around 23 to 25% share Microsoft is holding. It means nowadays both are very close to each other. And this number I'm talking here in public cloud, not in private. If I'm talking about the number of data centers offered, so almost both companies are offering almost same number of data center, plus minus 5 to 10. So both are very close, but total in current year in 2025, a number of data centers offered by AWS is slightly higher than Microsoft Azure. And Linux security wise, AWS is much mature compared to Microsoft. Okay, now again, it's time for the question. If you have any question, please unmute and ask your question.
Sir, if we have learned Azure in another company, if they are teaching us AWS only storage location and few will change, right? Like S3 buckets and ADLS, everything will be similar and we can work on that, right?
So
If
here,
we did not learn AWS,
Mhm.
if we learned Azure, we can work on AWS
You can.
cloud also, right?
You can. One second. Azure versus AWS services in tabular format. Although it's an old one, let's check this one. See here, whatever the service is available in AWS, same is available here also. Like storage account, storage.
Okay.
So same, whatever is there, that's why in beginning I told you guys, it's if you're learning Microsoft Azure, so like here in Microsoft Azure, Logic App is one of the service, and replacement of the Logic App or is available in AWS, the AWS Step Function. Here for the enterprise application service, Microsoft 365, and here they have multiple service for it. Multiple service means one service is not sufficient. So what they're doing, they're offering multiple service for the gaming, Microsoft Azure Play Fab, and here Amazon Game Lift, workflow, here Logic App, and here AWS Function. Okay. Similarly for the hybrid cloud, Azure Arc, Azure Local, and here Outpost Family. Okay. So overall, I would say whatever is available in Microsoft Azure, same thing you'll get in AWS also. At least 99% things are common. And you see here, this is another comparison. So EC2 and VM. S3 blob, RDS, Azure SQL. So whatever you will get, guys, whatever the services are offered by Microsoft, same is offered from AWS also or other cloud providers also. So if you learn one cloud, second would be very easy. I'm not saying 100%. The region interface will not be common because of the copyright. Companies are not using the same interface. So interface may different, but otherwise concept-wise, it would be 99% similar. At least 90 to 99% similar concept-wise. Okay, so that's why in beginning I told you if you're learning one cloud, second cloud will be very easy for you. In industry, guys, companies are offering, industry is offering three type of cloud. One is the public cloud, second is the private cloud, and third is the hybrid. The example of the public cloud is Google, Oracle, Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS. These are the public cloud. Example of the private cloud is Sifi, Yotta, Adani Cloud, Airtel Cloud, Samsung Cloud. So these are also cloud provider. Even in Gujarat, Jamnagar, world biggest, Reliance Jio is going to start world biggest data center. I'm not sure how many of you are aware. World biggest data center, Reliance Jio. Here, 30 billion amount they are going to invest to set up a data center, and it would be one of the biggest, world biggest data center. Now, question is why? Why suddenly companies started investing huge amount to, $30 billion means around 3 lakh crore, 3 lakh crore Indian rupees. So why suddenly companies started investing huge amount and they are going to start this data center in Jamnagar, Gujarat? Anyone, any idea why suddenly in last 1 year or in India became the prime location to start the data center? Why not US? Earlier, US European market was the much better for the data center. But within 1 or 2 years, suddenly India is the prime location. Anyone? Any idea?
Maybe first year they have provided for free.
No, no, no. The reason is ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? It's a AI platform, right? Chat GPT versus DeepSeek. DeepSeek is Chinese company, and it's a term means suppose I'm running my own company, I'm using ChatGPT. If I'm paying one, suppose 100 crore rupees per year, I'm paying 100 crore rupees for the same service and better result. For DeepSeek, you have to pay only 10 crore rupees. Means it's a very cheaper. Only 10% amount you have to pay. And here this is very costly. Why it is costly? The reason, if you're the cloud professional, if you're working in United States, your salary would be around 250. Every salary would be 250K. But what about in India? Here you'll get millions of people or professionals will be ready to work in data center, and if you're ready to pay 1 lakh rupees salary. It's a fact or not? So see here, calculator. So in United States, if your salary is 2.5, it would be somewhere 2.5 to 400K, or let's say 300K. So your monthly salary would be $25,000. Okay, 2,500, or let's go with the less number, minimum one. Okay, multiply by 87. So guys, if you are working as an engineer in United States, your salary would be around 2.25, sawa 2 crore rupees. Same situation if you have same person, or in India, companies for salary they have to pay maybe 12 lakh rupees, 1 lakh per month. So in one location, companies are paying 2 crore 17 lakhs. In other case, in other country, companies are paying 1 lakh rupees per month, means 12 lakh rupees salary. Okay, so here Chinese, in case any company, any Indian company or any US company want to compete with the Chinese company, they cannot compete from European market. They cannot compete from the US market, but they can very easily compete from the Indian market. That's why almost all the bigger companies are going to start their operational data center operation in India. All the US companies, almost all means all. The reason for them is a matter of survival. Otherwise, these companies will finish in next 5 to 10 years. That's why it was a decision that, okay, in case you want to compete with the Chinese company, you have to start your operation in India. And suddenly, what happened? And here you see, ChatGPT is offering less feature, and they are offering more feature. ChatGPT is not very much updated. You'll get the data or update maybe 3 or 6 months ago, and here is the near real time. Okay, so DeepSeek is much better. This is much better for the time being, and maybe if it is not better, still maybe it's equivalent. So next 1, 2, or 5 year, it will be much better, and it's cheaper. In current situation, you have to pay 10% only here, and here you have to pay huge amount. So to compete the Chinese market, almost all the US companies, European companies are going to start their operation in India. That's why suddenly आपने realize किया होगा कि there are lots of news are coming in the market that in next 3 to 5 years, India will be, uh, you know, one of the biggest market for the data center for public, private, and hybrid for all these three. So guys, in market, we have three types of cloud available. The example of private cloud providers are CFI, Airtel, Yota, Adani Group, Entity, DSL, Webworks, JLL, these are the private providers. And if you're going to use any of the projects, you're going to use the public and private, both you are going to use, then it will be one of the hybrid type of solution. So means public means it would be available online only. Private means it would be available offline. And hybrid means some of the services would be available online, some of the services would be available offline. So in market, we have three types of cloud available: public, private, and hybrid. Now, if you have any question, please unmute and ask your question. No question? So guys, if you're planning to go with the public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, everywhere, there will be some good and bad part. For example, public cloud is very much user-friendly. It's a flexible. Here, you'll get a very high speed. Internet speed will be maximum 20 Gbps. 20 Gbps will be the speed of the internet. It will save your time. For example, if you're planning to create a machine, suppose you're planning to set up a call center. In your call center, you're looking for 10,000 machines. So how much time it will take you to set up in a public cloud computing? 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, you can set up a network with the thousands of machines. And how much time it will take? 2 minutes max. And this you guys can access from anywhere. If you're from Siberia, you're from Afghanistan, you're from Nigeria, or you're from Andaman Nicobar Island. From anywhere you guys can access if you have the internet connectivity. So these are the good part, means very high speed, good technology support, rich technologies are available. You have to pay if you're using. If you are not using, then you no need to pay anything to Microsoft. But the problem is if this internet connectivity is not stable or not good in your area or your own country, then public cloud computing is not the right option or not right choice. The second is things are available online here. Most of things are available online. So if your architect, a person who is designing the solution, is not trusted or not good, then you may get more attack compared to the private one. So there are lots of good part, but there are some bad part also. So if your team members are not groomed, they are not skilled, then you guys will face the issue. And the second is private cloud. In private cloud, you'll get more control over the underlying software and hardware. Customization is more easy and data integrity. But the problem is to set up the private cloud, you have to invest billions of dollars, like millions or billions of dollars, like $200 million, $500 million, $5 billion, $20 billion. So guys, billions or millions of dollars is not a small amount, it's a very big amount. Lots of countries are struggling to get the aid of $100 million, $50 million, $10 million. Like Pakistan type of countries, they are begging for $100 million. So it's not small amount. So here, cost of installation and maintenance will be very high in private cloud. So it's not for everyone. Means all the companies like TCS, Wipro, Accenture, all these companies cannot start. In India, we have thousands of companies. If you think all these thousands of companies will start their own data center, private cloud, so it's not easy for them. The region from where they will get these few hundred millions or billions of dollars. So one more thing, scalability is not so easy. And to maintain the private cloud, you need more people. More people you need. इसके लिए if anyone who is from IT background, or maybe you are a diploma holder like ITI or Polytechnic will also work. So normally 50% people will be skilled like MCA or BTech, and remaining 50% जो होंगे इसके अंदर they will be from Polytechnic or ITI. They'll work as a technician. And 50% जो होंगे BTech and MCA होंगे. While if I'm talking about the public cloud computing, so 100% will be MCA and BTech. Almost 100% MCA or BTech. Doesn't matter whether you're from distance learning, regular, or kuch aur. Okay. Third is hybrid cloud. In hybrid cloud, whatever the best features are available in public and private, you can use here. And it's the most cost-effective model. If you're going to use as it is, then it's a cost-effective. Example, I'll give you. In 2000, between 2019 to 21, I was working for a company named E&Y. So how many of you know the company named E&Y? Ernest and Young. Anyone?
Yes, I know about it.
It's a big four company. It's very big company.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a big four company. So that time I was working for a customer name was Green Lemon Industries. So okay. So you see here, this is one of the CRM we have developed. Okay, in 2021 I developed with my team, I developed a CRM. And this CRM, some part of the business is available in public cloud. This CRM is available publicly, it is available, but some part of the business is available in public cloud, other parts are available in private cloud. For example, here web development. So web development is it's a developed in cloud, means we are using cloud services and it is deployed, but it's a data is managed in private cloud. So data network is managed in private cloud. Whatever the features we are using here, the features are available in public cloud. So means whenever in your project you are going to use some features from the private cloud, other features you are going to use from the public cloud. So such type of solutions are called the hybrid type of solution. Here you'll be flexible to tweak as per the requirement, and it's a way cheaper also. The reason maybe machines, servers are very cheaper in private cloud, but technology is very costly. Okay, so what companies are doing? Companies are using the infrastructure from private cloud, and rich feature, rich services, rich technology they are using from the public cloud. So if you are going with this type of mixed approach, your solution will be very cheaper, cost effective. But the problem is, if you're planning to go with the hybrid cloud, it requires more maintenance, more monitoring. And if you're going to customize, it will be one of the costly solutions. So guys, everywhere there's some good and bad part. Depending on your requirement, you guys can use it. Now again, I'll take a pause. If you have any question, you can unmute and ask the question. No.
Sir, in interviewer, if anybody asks which cloud you have used, suppose if I worked on financial project, we have to tell we have used private one.
No. See, nowadays, whatever the fact is fact. If you have worked on the public cloud, you can tell I have worked on the public cloud. The region market is good for the skilled professional. See, in market, there are two type of professions are available. One is the skilled one, and second is non-skilled one. Okay, so if you're really skilled, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता आप क्या बोलते हो. If whatever the fact, just tell them the fact. The reason is, आप कुछ गलत बोलोगे तो for them it's very easy to identify. तो whatever you have worked on, आप उसको उतना ही बताओ. ठीक है, things will be very easy for you. If you haven't worked on private cloud, so don't tell that you have worked on the private cloud. Maybe the interviewer is good in private cloud. He may ask the question related to private cloud or which you haven't worked. So if you have worked on the cloud services like public cloud services, just tell them, okay, I have worked on Microsoft Azure cloud computing only, or Google only, or AWS only. If you have, like in my case, I have my skill set is very much diversified. So I have worked on hybrid cloud, public cloud, private cloud, multiple other cloud also have used. So, but you'll not get such type of people where people have opportunity, or they will get opportunity to work on the multiple cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, or public cloud at a time. So if you have worked on the public cloud, tell them you have worked on public cloud and these are the number of services you have worked on. Even in resume also, don't mention if you haven't worked on anything, don't mention it even. Okay. So here, network admin, if anyone who can plan for this program, if anyone who is working on networking side, like if you are working L1, L2, or L3 support, maybe you're working as a network engineer, system engineer, or backup engineer, data storage engineer, VMware, SCCM, SharePoint admin, Office 365, Dynamics 365. If anyone who is already working on all these technology, they also can plan their career to start with this course name is Azure Master Program. What about the others? Others, like if you are the part of support program, maybe you're working the Citrix, DBA, developer, SAP basis module. So you guys can start your career with this. If anyone else who is working on data side, application side, like you're working on Databricks, SQL, PSQL, MySQL, Oracle, Power BI, they also can start their career with the Microsoft Azure Cloud Computer. Region is, if I'm talking about the Power BI, so any idea, anyone, any idea what maximum salary you'll get in industry on Power BI?
20.
20 or maybe 25? And everyone is not getting maximum salary. Average salary on Power BI is maybe 10 lakhs, is the average salary. And 25 is ending. Means after 25, things, I mean, it's very difficult to find out a job even. Similarly, a person who is working on the SQL server, what would be the average salary? Or maybe just tell the maximum salary for the SQL developer. For Power BI guys, the salary start with the 3 lakhs. And maximum is 20 or 25 lakhs. Similar situation with the SQL also. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So average salary will be somewhere between 7 to 10. This is average salary. So SQL or Power BI is for the entry level. Means if you're the entry level or you want to get opportunity very quickly, if survival का issue है आपके साथ में, then just forget everything, just go learn SQL and Power BI. The region very quickly you'll get job over there. But the duration for the Power BI projects are very small, like 3 months, 6 months. That's it. Means after every 3 to 6 months, you will go on bench. So always आप risk में रहोगे. SQL के लिए normally लंबा होता है, तो maybe you'll work for a long time, but salary will be one of the again the concern. You'll not get very huge salary. But if I'm talking about the Azure Master Program like this course, or I'm talking about the data engineering, over there salary is very high. For example, for this course, if anyone who is working as an admin or architect, for admin, the salary in India is somewhere between 9 to 40 lakhs. Same situation for the developers also. And for the architect, salary start with the 30 lakhs and reach up to 1 CR. So guys, if anyone who is working on all these technology, they can plan their career. Apart from it, if you are working on SharePoint, maybe SharePoint admin, SharePoint developer, if you're from data background like data analyst, data engineer, BI, ML, data scientist, told you in beginning, there are lots of people are already working as data scientist. में बीटेक करने के बाद लोगों को लगता है, MBA वाले स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है कि आफ्टर MBA I have to sign on blank checks. चेक को साइन करना पड़ेगा, बट वेन एवर इन रियल टाइम सिचुएशन दे आर कमिंग इंडस्ट्री, तो उनको जाके क्रेडिट कार्ड बनाना पड़ता है. सो सेम सिचुएशन विद डेटा साइंटिस्ट ऑल्सो. मे बी डेटा साइंस और डेटा साइंटिस्ट is good concept wise, but in real time situation you will get opportunity to work on the Python only. That's it. Python is your career. Means you will feel you're working as a data scientist, but after 5 years you like you're working as a developer, normal developer, software engineer. So 99% data scientists are nothing, just a software engineer. For them themselves, they are data scientists, but after 5 years, they will like, I'm nothing, zero. They are just working on as a developer, simple, even not a good developer, average developer or below average developer. So if anyone who is from data background, they also can plan this course. If anyone who is working as a core software engineer like Java developer, Python developer, open source developer, .NET Core, .NET Standard, they can start their career with this course. Similarly, if anyone who is already working as architect, like a network architect, cloud architect, enterprise architect, infrastructure architect, solution architect, they also can plan their career with this program, which is called the Azure Master Program, Triple Fusion. Similarly, if anyone who is from administration background, like you're working on SCCM admin, Windows admin, network admin, DBA, system admin, cloud means private cloud admin or hybrid cloud admin, Linux admin, security admin, storage admin, middleware, virtualization, Hyper-V, they also can plan their career with this program. Similarly, system professionals, system analysts, IT managers also can plan their career with this course. Okay. So, okay, SAP basis. So SAP, anyone, any idea what is SAP? SAP is one of the ERP. SAP is the company. They are offering their ERP. So in SAP, there are multiple modules available. SAP modules list. So it means a person who is already working on the SAP, so they don't know, उनको सब कुछ नहीं पता होता. They are working on particular module. For example, PP module, like production planning. This is one of the module. Similarly, PM module, plant maintenance is another module. FIE means financial accounting, or maybe SD, sales and distribution. So similarly, there is an account available. Basis, there's a module available which is called the basis module. So basis nothing, just a SAP infrastructure engineer. SAP HANA infrastructure engineers are called as the basis engineer. If anyone who is working on all other module like these modules, so Azure cloud computing is not for them. For others, for other engineers, cloud is not, public cloud or private cloud is not for them. But if anyone who is from basis background, what they're doing, they are learning the Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing. Region 99% SAP products are deployed on Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing, not 100%, 99%. SAP and Microsoft, these two are the partner companies. Wherever the SAP will be set up, Microsoft, it would be launched or it would be set up on top of the Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing. So there's a question from Satish, what is duration of the course? Duration of the course is 3 hours per day, close to 3 hours per day, Saturday and Sunday. Means every week I'll teach you 6 hours for next 3 months. Total 3 months. Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours, total 3 months. Okay, so guys, why this is important for the data professional? Lots of time people are saying, hey, I'm from data background. So in beginning, I told you guys, cloud is just like the book and data is one of the chapter. If you feel you can survive on the basis of one of the chapter, it's your ways. If you want, you can. Even if you want to get opportunity, I can give you the reference where people are charging 4 to 5 lakh rupees, they will give the job. But the question is, will you survive? If survive, then how many days or how many months? So in market, these scams are going on. So usually I prefer or I recommend everyone to learn it practically. Just learn everything practically. Okay. Now again, I take a pause. Okay. So one more thing. Why the data professional? Cost efficiency, governance, optimized performance, architecting, and better collaboration. Suppose you're working as a data engineer, you don't know how exactly where and how to collaborate all these things. So what you will design, you can't do anything. So here, for better collaboration in your solution, cost efficiency, governance, optimize performance, and architecting. Data engineer, the biggest challenge with the data engineers are they cannot design the architecture. They can work as a developer, not more than that. So in case you feel you are planning, if you're planning to appear as an architect, if you're planning to get more exposure, you should go with this. In the meantime, if you have any question, please unmute and ask the question. Okay. One more thing, guys, here in the chat window, I'm just sending a form here. I would suggest everyone to fill up this form. You have to pass your name, skill set, and mobile number. That's it. Only your name, skill set, primary skill set, and phone number. Link I just shared in the chat window. So next is scope for the freshers. If anyone who is not from IT background or anyone who is student, who is fresher. So guys, anyone can shift here. If you are from cybersecurity background, if you have completed your master's in computer science, or if you have completed BTech in any engineering branch like civil, electronic communication, mechanical, IT, computer science, or any other, you can plan your career with this course. Plus, if anyone who is from non-IT background, like if you have completed master's, MPhil, or PhD, so cloud is for you also. Region, there's a service offered by Microsoft which is called the AML, Azure Machine Learning. So people who are working the data scientists are working on the AML. Another thing is path. What exactly you should learn. So there are multiple paths offered by Microsoft. The first path is after this course, in case you want to appear as an admin, so you can. In this case, you have to clear 2 papers. Okay, so link, Mr. Jeet, I'm sending again. Again, I just shared the message. Biswajit, did you receive the link or not? Prerna, Satish, Vishnu?
No,
No,
I
sir.
cannot see it in the chat.
Okay, 1 second. Now,
Yes, now I can see.
okay, please, everyone, please fill up the form. So here you have to fill up your name, mobile number, and primary skill set. For example, if you're from sales, you're from IT, you are working on as a data engineer, data scientist, admin, developer, or whatever you have, just fill up. So here, guys, there are multiple courses available, or Microsoft is offering multiple courses. Like after this course, or after in cloud computing, if you're applying to work as an IoT engineer, if you're applying to work as an analytics engineer, you're applying to work as a data engineer, developer, admin, or architect. There are various segments or various course or learning path available. So here, after this course, in case you want to appear as an admin, so what you can do, you can target the first stream where you have to clear 2 papers. The first paper is optional for all. This is optional. If you want, you can. Otherwise, you can directly start with the 104. So after this course, you can clear AZ 104, which is called the Azure Master as admin. I mean, this is nothing, just admin, Azure admin. In case going forward in future, you want to be the part of automation team. So later on, you can clear one more paper, 400. But for the time being, these 2 papers you can clear after this course. Similarly, if anyone who is planning to appear as a developer, for them, there's a 2 different certifications are available, 900 and 204. Here also 900 is optional. You can go with the 204. In both of the cases, salary range will be somewhere between 9 to 40 lakhs. It depends on multiple parameters, yeah, like your current salary, your organization, your knowledge, and many more things, your experience. So salary range will be somewhere 9 to 40 lakh is the average salary range. The third is for the architect. So in market, we have multiple type of architects available. We did access. Pooja, okay. How many of you are able to, how many of you are unable to fill up the form? Anyone who is facing issue with the form?
It is showing like edit access is not there. I requested the edit access.
Okay, let me check.
Maybe I'm trying to fill from phone, that's why it's not coming.
What about the others?
No, I filled from phone only. So it's
Okay,
working
it's
for me.
working for you.
1 second, I'll try. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Prerna, okay. Prerna Kapoor, right? I can see
Yes, sir.
Vishwajit Ghosh, Prerna Kapoor. And what about the others? Pooja, can you please fill up the form? So guys, the third stream is for the architect. For architect, the salary range is very high. It start with the lump sum 30 lakhs, 30 plus lakhs, and reach up to 1 CR. So salary is very high for the architect. Here we have the enterprise architect, we have infra architect, we have the security architect, solution architect. That's why I told you, depending on multiple parameter, here there's a salary range. Our salary range is higher. It's a start with the 30 lakhs, maybe small company, maybe your salary very less, your experience is very less. Maybe you may get 30 lakhs, 35 lakhs, 40, 50, 70, 1 CR also. But this is one of the salary range I have observed in the market. It's of somewhere between 30 to 1 CR. Why cloud computing? Here delivery of the computing services is very quick, guys. So in case you want to deliver anything very quickly, you can deliver. On demand, in case you want to, suppose you're planning to set up a call center with a 10,000 machine, it will take only 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, you can deliver it. Plus, it's a very much economical. For me and you, it's a very costly. But for the real-time situation, for the corporate, it's a very economical. So because of these three reasons, normally industry is preferring to go with the public cloud computing. Here, guys, industry is offering, or Microsoft is offering, three type of services. One is called the infra services. Second is called the PaaS services, and third is called the SaaS services. So some of the services are available on top of the infra, like virtual machine network. These are the infra services. So if you're planning to provide any solution on top of the machine, so it's called the infra-based solution. And in this case, some part would be managed by you and others by Microsoft. For example, application, data, runtime, middleware, and operating system will be managed by you, while virtualization, server storage, and network by Microsoft. And the best example of this is virtual machine skill set, VMSS is the best example. Okay, virtual machine, virtual network, these are the best example of the infra service. Another type of services are called the PaaS-based service. So in PaaS-based services, everything is managed by Microsoft. Only you have to focus on the application data, like Azure SQL, Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, ADLS, App Service Plan, Cloud Service, Azure Function, Logic App. These are called the PaaS services. And the third services are SaaS services, where everything is available as a ready-made solution. Just go and use it. You don't need to customize. If required, then only you can customize. So example is Office 365. A person who is working on Office 365, actually they are not developing it. They're just modifying it. They're just customizing it. So if you are planning to start your career with the infra services, PaaS services, and SaaS services, you can. Now, question is why this course is important? The reason we are covering all these three. In data engineering, you'll get only PaaS services. In developer course, you'll get only PaaS services. In admin course, you'll learn only infra services. But in this case course, you're going to learn everything, all SaaS services, PaaS services, as well as the IaaS services, including architecture designing. I'm the only one in Pan India who is covering the architecture design in the live sessions. Okay. In real-time situation, in on-premise, you are managing everything. But in cloud computing, there are three platforms available, or three types of services available: infra services, or IaaS services, PaaS services, and SaaS services. In IaaS services, 50% you will manage, 50% by Microsoft. In PaaS services, 20% things will be managed by you, 80% by Microsoft. While in SaaS, everything is managed by Microsoft. The best example of this is Outlook, Power BI. Power BI is one of the SaaS-based service. Again, here guys, why Microsoft Azure? Delivery is very fast. It will save your time and money both. And hybrid solutioning is also possible. Here is working to pay as you go model, means you have to pay if you're using. If you're not using, then you no need to pay anything to Microsoft. No upfront cost, guys. In advance, you no need to pay anything to Microsoft. Just use for a month, and after it, you have to pay to the Microsoft. Billing will be per minute billing. Suppose I created a machine. After 3 minutes, I deleted my machine. So you have to pay only for the 3 minutes. So billing will be per minute. So maybe total 3 paise is the bill for 3 minutes. Okay, just pay 3 paise. Microsoft will not charge for the entire month. In on-premise, if you have purchased a server, maybe you have purchased 10,000 server or 5,000 server. After 1 month, you don't want to operate it. Then it's a capital loss. But in this case, there'll be zero loss. So here you have to pay if you're using. If you're not using, then you don't need to pay anything to Microsoft. No charges for the stored VM. If you have the infrastructure you have stopped, then for this type of infrastructure, you no need to pay anything to Microsoft. Guys, Microsoft is offering nowadays close to 70 data center regions they are offering. In every region, there will be 3 data center, minimum 3 to 6 data center Microsoft is offering in every region. So this is the globe. Worldwide, we have around 70 regions available in 70 different regions. Microsoft running its operation. In one region, there will be 3 data centers. Minimum 3 data center, maximum can be 6. 3 to 6 data center Microsoft is offering everywhere. Normally 3 data center in every region. In India, we have 3 regions available. West India means Mumbai, Central India means Pune, and South India means Chennai. It means in India, Microsoft presence is available in 3 regions. 2 other regions where the progress is going on. One is Noida, which will take time around 5 more years here. They will take to start their operation. Other will start by end of this year or max by next year in Hyderabad. The name of the region will be South Central India. South Central India. The city is Hyderabad. So as of now, 3 are operational. One is underway. One more is operational, but that is dedicated for the Reliance Jio in Jamnagar. So guys, Microsoft Data Center is also available in Jamnagar, but they are using it to maintain the Reliance Jio data. Okay, so total as of now, 5 are available. One in plan. Like Noida, they have acquired 100 acre of land, and it will take lump sum 5 more years to start the operation in Noida location. In Hyderabad, it will start by end of this year or maybe by next year. So we are covering everything manually. First manually. Once you'll feel comfortable, then we'll cover the automation also. So here manual and automation both are the part of the same course. Now, finally, it's time for the question. If you have any question, you can unmute and ask the question. You're open. Vishnu, Satish, Prerna, Vishwajit, anyone else? Any question?
So like, what's the duration of this program?
Total 3 months. 3 hours per day for next 3 months. Per day means Saturday, Sunday. It's a weekend course, Saturday and Sunday. Timing would be morning time, morning 3 hours Saturday and 3 hours Sunday for next 3 months. I'll teach you 2 days, and remaining 5 days I'll give the assignment which you have to complete. Reason is if you're not practically, I'll cover everything practically, but same time if you're not practically implementing, you'll forget everything after a day or week. So this is pure practical based approach. We will cover the same way how we are working in real-time situation. So once the topic means every Sunday I'll give some assignment which you have to complete in next 5 days. Using this approach, in next 3 months, you'll be ready for the market.
Wait, so when you say morning timing, so it's IST or some other time zone?
IST.
IST.
Yeah, what is your current location, Mr.
Well, I am in Alberta, Canada, so that's why I'm asking.
So morning IST is okay for you. 7
Yeah,
to
so it would be evening time for me.
for
Yeah,
you,
that would be
for you
fine.
it would be Friday and Saturday evening.
Yes, yes. Okay.
One more thing, I tell you one thing. Even lots of people are not technical. Like I can give you example. I have a candidate, Tripti Joshi. She was working as a bank manager, and now she is working in IT in cloud. This is first since last 8 years. He was actually she's from Uttarakhand, but she was deployed in Bihar Patna in Government Bank as a assistant manager, and her qualification was MCA. She was MCA topper from her college from Lucknow, but she got the bank opportunity in bank and hence started over there. After 8 years, she realized no, it's not good for her, so she moved here. So guys, if you have the will, if you really want to do something, you can. Like I have lots of people who they were not from IT background, but they are like in current batch, evening batch. I have 2 candidates. One candidate is from digital marketing background, and she is not from IT background. She is US citizen, and she is not from IT background. This is the first time she is learning all these. But the thing is, her mother, parents, and parent both, husband, wife, both are working in IT industry, so they recommended to go with this course, and she's doing really very good. Okay, so this is the candidate, and normally see the topper. One more thing, guys. Here in every session, after every session, there'll be quiz session. Means there'll be game. Game means whatever we learn today, same will be converted in the form of game. So you have to attempt here. Means there'll be interview preparation in every session. There'll be interview preparation also, and this is one of the candidate. Uh, mostly she in top five, and she's not from IT background. The first time she's going to start her career in IT. You see here, uh, in one of the session, she number second position. So always in top five. She is always in top five, either number one, number two, or number five. You see here, number one. So if anyone who is focused, and you see here, Namrata, number five. So in every session, she is in top five. Namrata, number two. So guys, what I'm saying, if you're dedicated, if you're committed, doesn't matter from which background you are, you have to focus, you have to implement, you have to be in a communication, and things will be easy. One more point here. So first, I'll cover everything practically. So 90% time, I'll put my effort in practical implementation, 10% time architecture designing. So here, I'll cover architecture in the live session. It will not be the pre-designed one. So in the live session, I'll draw the architecture. 90% time, I'll implement. These 2 points. Apart from it, in case you want to discuss with me something, suppose after the session, Monday to Friday, you'll get 5 hour slot, like morning 7:30 to 11 o'clock. You can call me anytime. You can call me Monday to Friday between 7:30 to 11 a.m. After it, in case you're struggling during the implementation, you're struggling, I'm not available. Maybe I'm busy in my office. In that case, I have backend team available. On scheduled time, someone from the backend team will come online and they will help you to resolve your issue also. Or in case you don't want to practice alone, okay, backend team, someone from the backend team will come online on scheduled time, and they will help you in practical implementation also. So you'll get the recording of all the session. Usually I recommend you guys to try by own. If you're unable to do it, so someone from the backend team will come online and help you. Registration, we are going to start from tomorrow for the new batch. Timing will be morning time, morning 7 to 10 a.m. IST, which will be for US and Canadian candidate. It would be evening, Friday and Saturday. For Indian students, it will be Saturday and Sunday morning. Okay, so in case you're looking for, okay, one more thing, in case you're looking for after completion, okay, yes, interview preparation, all these are the part of the same course. So here, even, yeah, so here like next Saturday for the evening batch, we have a session here. So even in interview preparation session or resume building session, I'll not be the only one. So there'll be someone from United States, like Tanvi and her husband. They are, someone from United States team will come. They will help you to prepare your CV. Whatever the different type of question people are asking during the interview, I'll give you some books material also. Normally in books, everything is written, but here in the live session, normally during the session also, every day I'll ask 1, 2, 3 questions. Like suppose total number of member in team is suppose 15 or 20. Every day randomly I can call you. Okay, hey Prerna, can you tell me what is this, what is that? So every day I'll ask couple of questions, plus there'll be 1 or 2 session where I'll ask the question in a open forum. Okay, so you can, if you have any question, you can ask me, or I'll ask the question. So it will be one type of ecosystem. How, I mean, just for the interview preparation, I'll help you to build your resume, and I'll tell you how to apply for the opportunity. In case, one more thing, in case you're looking for H1, so in that case also, I have a team available in United States, they are helping. But like March was the last date for the H1. Now, next year, you have to wait for the next year. But we have some folks available in United States, they are arranging I mean, they will help you in H1 also. So there are lots of support you get from our side, and classes will start soon. In one batch, usually there'll be 15 candidate per batch. Number is somewhere between 15 to 20. Now, again, it's time for the Q&A. If you have any question, we can have it here. Otherwise, we can conclude this session. One more thing, in case you're looking for anyone is looking for the course content, you can ping me on my chat window or WhatsApp chat window. So my mobile number here I'm typing 9999777896 is the mobile number. You can ping me for the course content or any further discussion.
And what would be the fee structure for this program?
Okay, for this program, for this triple fusion program, the fee is 20,000 Indian rupees.
And it's like it could be paid in installments, or it's
90,
like
90 to 95% people are paying a single go. In case anyone is having the financial issue, they can pay in 2 installment also, 10.
okay.
Mostly, I mean, out of 100, 90%, 90 candidates are paying a single go. Like you see here, and the payment will be transferred in a company named is Jaguar IT Services. You don't need to transfer in my account. You have to pay in a company account. So fee is same for everyone, and you'll get the proper receipt like this is the fee payment, and this is the payment receipt. You'll get the payment receipt also. Okay. If any question, then you can call me. If you don't have my number, I just shared